1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity.
"20 years ago, Aaron Ware regarded this house as a second home. It's where his pastor used to live.
It was the first place that I got a chance to get to know Pastor Paul and his family. It was also where he and his family hosted youth and young adults for fellowship on several Sunday evenings or Friday nights. To open up his home on a Sunday afternoon, and I've seen the inside of his refrigerator back then, knew he didn't have a whole lot extra to spare, but you know, they shared what they had to provide an environment for young people to hang out and talk about what they wanted. And he used it as a platform to get them to see that God was the main source that they should be looking to fulfill those dreams.
It is also the place where Aaron and others received an assignment, one that would change the course of their lives.
The Lord gave me the thought that you need to call for a remnant out of Generation X. And you need to call them and charge them in the name of Jesus that they are not to be Generation X, but Generation Example.
It will be a challenge for the youth, but Aaron and others agree Pastor Paul didn't just set the course, he walked it with them.
Pastor Paul was the example for Generation Example, and for him, it was all about relationship. Sincere, truthful relationship. Inspire you, motivate you, counsel you, direct you, have fun with you, and using that as a platform, the same way he used this home for many of us, to start getting into people's business and help them become productive people in their lives.
And let me be very frank with you, that takes...
Pastor Paul's validation of me and all the young people just impressed upon me that we had to do the same thing in order to ensure that young people carried those values forward.
Which they did as mentors and teachers. And today, Generation Example is 250 students strong, comprised of junior high and high school students, bound together by a vision expressed 20 years ago.
I try to set an example by volunteering a lot.
I stay away from like swearing or talking bad about other people.
I might hang out with some kid that no one really likes talking to too much and try to embody that whole godliness as best I can.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
And while the mission thrives, so too does the method.
Kids really don't need to be told what to believe or don't really need to be told what love is. They need to be shown, and the context for that is the relationships. And that relationship between an adult volunteer or a staff member and a student is that bridge over which Jesus walks.
The leaders know how to interact with us.
They always show me the right scriptures I need, always remind me that God is my strength.
You know, maybe you told them a prayer request on Sunday and they'll follow up with you on Wednesday nights to make sure that, you know, everything worked out fine.
They're honest with me and they help encourage me and to just keep on fighting, just stay in there. It's just gonna be a struggle in life and I'll get through it.
It makes me feel special, you know? It makes me feel like, oh wow, they did this, and it definitely shows that they care about you.
It's how Aaron says he felt 20 years ago. And while much has changed over the past 2 decades, Aaron asserts the best things have remained the same.
Pastor Paul prioritized young people. It wasn't something that evolved as the ministry evolved. Pastor Paul came with a certain set of values. We can all be a part of passing on the legacy. That would make Pastor Paul happier, I know, than anything we could say about it.